Hi guys, welcome back to Cardz TV. Today we're going to make a super cute but super quick little birthday card using Create a Critter, Elegant Edges, and one of my brand new stamp sets, and this one is called Critter Punnies. And there is some cute ones on here. But the two we're going to use today, on the front of our card we're going to use Get Your Bark On, and on the inside we'll use Have a Doggone Good Birthday. And I love the fonts on these little sentiments. I think they're really cute. So I'll get this out of the way so we can get started on this quick little birthday card. I know you guys like making cards with different folds and different shapes just as much as I do. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. And today we're going to make a scalloped card, but it's not going to be round. We're going to fold it in half. But before we get started on the front of our card, we're going to go ahead and stamp the inside because it would be a little bit too hard to do it once we get all the embellishments on the front. Now this scallop came from the Elegant Edges cartridge, and this is the shadow right here on page 23. And I already folded it just like that, and I didn't score it or anything. I just lined up the scallops, used my bone folder to fold it. But now that I'm going to stamp the inside, I'm just going to fold that back just a little bit so it'll lay flat. And we're going to stamp the inside, and I've already got Have a Doggone Good Birthday on my Fisker stamp press. And we're going to be using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And we're going to go ahead and stamp this on the inside of the card. Then we'll have that done. I got a little bit of ink on there. Don't want that on my white card. And I can see where that line is, where I had it folded, so that will help me line this up and get this exactly where I want it. Perfect. That turned out really cute. Cute font. Okay, now we can go ahead and fold it back again because that memento dries almost right away. Now this card is all scallop circles. Now I wanted to do a mat for the front, so I cut another one of these scallop circles, and actually this is the shadow as I told you. So I just came over here and cut a regular circle, and these were cut at 5 1/4 inches, both of them. The white one is the shadow, and I've got a red and white polka dot that I used for this one. Now I just cut this in half because I'm only going to put half on here. And I've stamped on the white card on the inside, so I can save this for another card, or I can flip it over and cover the back, which I think is what I'm going to do because I think that would be super cute to do that. But I'm just going to go ahead, open this out, and I'm going to put this on with my two-way glue pen because I know I'm going to have to be able to wiggle this around to get it just right in all those scallops. So I'll go ahead and get this put on the front and then get this one put on the back. Now here's the front of my card. The inside, Have a Doggone Good Birthday, and I've got this adhered to the back. And it gives it a nice finished look, and it gives it a little bit more strength and stability. Now I've kept the blue mat out here so that you can see what I'm going to do. Now from the very lowest scallop right here, I'm going to put my ruler, and right now the card is 2 3/4 inches high, and it is just a little below 5 1/2 inches wide. So what we're going to do is take another scallop circle from Elegant Edges on page 23. I cut another one of these, but this time I cut one out of white at 3 3/4 inches. And I'm going to put this on the front, and I also ran this through the Cuttlebug Swiss Dots embossing folder because you know I love spots and dots and polka dots. So I'm going to go back to my ruler, and that's at 2 3/4, and I do not want this to extend more than just a little bit below the 4-inch mark. So I'm going to pull that down, and that looks just about right, because if I go higher than that, this is not going to fit in an A2 size envelope. And I'm only going to put adhesive on this bottom part. Okay, here it is from the front. There's the back, and it turned out pretty good, and I did a pretty good job of getting it centered, I think. You can see now how it opens up. Now we want something to go right here on this scallop. So from the Create a Critter cartridge on page 35, I wanted this little black and white dog. I didn't want his hat though, because he's not going to be a fire dog. He's just a black and white Dalmatian. So to cut just the dog, I cut the background out of black and layer 1 out of white. And here he is right here. He turned out so cute. Now I cut a little strip of red because I didn't want to have to cut all of this for that and his tongue, and I didn't want the hat, so I just cut a strip of red cardstock and put right there for his collar. And I cut a little red circle. I had a little tiny punch, that's for his tongue. And then for the little tag on his collar, I just took a bigger circle punch and cut a little yellow circle and put on there. Now for the balloon, I turned over to page 31, because this is a birthday card, so we got to have a balloon, right? It's on the page where the snake is, page 30. And here's the balloon right here. I cut the back of the balloon out of that same dark red, and then the top of the balloon I cut out of that same yellow. And I used Memento Tuxedo black ink and stamped from that Critter Punny set, Get Your Bark On. And what I did to put all this together, I went ahead and put some foam tape on my dog. I took the bottom string from the balloon and put it behind the dog and adhered it down with a piece of foam tape. Then I brought it over the dog's ear and got it fastened right there with some more foam tape. And that gives it some stability, and that way it looks like he's got the balloon tied to his leash. So I'm going to get all this foam tape off and get him put on right about there, and that balloon is not going to go beyond the edge of that scallop, so it should be just right. That is so stinking cute. So I'm going to get this adhered down. We'll come back and take a look at this finished birthday card. Here's my cute little Dalmatian birthday card. I love the way this turned out. It's such a cute way to make a card, I think. And all it took was some scallop circles and this little dog and a balloon. So there's the front, Get Your Bark On, and have a doggone good birthday. And we've got the back finished off nicely too. And let me make sure this is going to fit in an A2 envelope. It should. It does. It fits perfectly. Oh, I'm so happy. I thought, what if I do all that? I go to put it in and it doesn't fit. But it does. I love it. Thanks so much for coming by and spending time with me today, guys. I appreciate you all so very much. And I will see you again soon with another card. Bye now.